So anyway, I'm on another drive because this actually works out very well for me to go on drives. Yeah, so anyway, like what I was saying about the last video I made is that this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over their heads, right? Because I told the person straight up that the second lady I talked to, who's who works for this program, very green, whatever. Listen, the second lady I talked to, she was a representative. She's not like she was no, you got to go in process. You got to go in process. But listen, I asked her straight up. As I said in my video, I asked her straight up, do you know the phone number to people that have? No, I don't know that information. You know, and it's funny because it's like, it seems like these people, they just don't have, like, I mean, I know you're supposed to have empathy for others and all that stuff, but when it comes down to it, it's like, empathy is like something like, when I worked, I never lost any empathy working for anywhere. It's like, cause it's like, it seems like it's hard for people to understand that, you know, people are being like very disrespected and treated like as if like just cattle for slaughter. I guess because it's all over a paycheck. When it comes down to it, it's for a paycheck. So anyway, this is what I'm gonna do. I actually did. I went over their heads, right? I called about 10 different phone numbers. Nah, maybe it was 7 different phone numbers. I don't know. I called about like 7 or 8 different phone numbers. I know I called a lot. And what happened is that they're like, oh, call this number over there, call that number over there, call the number over here, call the number over here. But by the grace of God, I found the right number. Who to call? He's a supervisor, right? I'm not talking about supervisor of the small branches. I'm talking about supervisor of the company that's above the company, which is like the company that has like many different branches and many different areas and many different businesses, right? So yeah, and then he told me that if they deny my father on Monday, which I know they are, for his house to get fixed, he told me that I should contact he's gonna get me in contact with the commissioner, pretty much. So that's the good part. Yay, right? Because I'm pretty sure my father's gonna be denied. If you guys watched my last video, you already know that when a person says, oh, your house doesn't need to be fixed, oh, the inspector say your house doesn't need to be fixed, you already know your house ain't gonna be fixed. When they sit around, they make you try to sign a contract, when they make you sign a contract that you don't feel comfortable with, you already know you're gonna be declined, because that's a contract that you don't feel comfortable with. But you don't feel comfortable with the contract. What if you don't feel comfortable with it if it's not true? Yeah, pretty much. That's what it's about. The contract wasn't true, and they made us sign it anyway. They claim that we will continue if we sign it. And you know what's so funny is that I don't even own the house, so I don't even know why I was signing it to begin with. But my dad went to the tax man to get it like looked over and reviewed. We don't even know why. I don't even know why I was signing it to begin with, because I'm just a door that stays in the house. It's like, it's easy for me to get up and leave at any time possible. And plus, we already sent them the tax return from last year. So this year, there's no tax return for 2020 because 2020 isn't over yet, right? So it doesn't make any sense, period, to why they want us to sign that contract saying that the wages remain the same as the last year, and all that. I said in the email, right, that you gave us an option. You gave us an option to turn in this year or next year, right? I done already basically said that it's 2020 is not really over yet. So how in the world do I actually complete a full tax return if the year isn't over yet? It doesn't make any sense. The year ain't over yet. So anyway, come down to it, that's what's going to happen, because I just hate having to be like in a circle. You know what I mean by a circle? Is that when you getting taken advantage of, you're caught in the circle of being taken advantage of. Oh, you gotta speak to the supervisor in the same branch, in the same building, in the same office. And it's like the supervisor is the one that's telling everybody the way they act. It isn't just a case manager, it's a case manager's boss. They're telling everybody how to act. So of course they're gonna be like, it's gonna be a circle, blah, 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 blah. They just all agree with each other, right? Of course. And I already told them that if they don't approve my dad, not only do they don't approve my dad, they don't approve my dad to get all the important stuff fixed in the house. If they don't approve them, I told them straight up, I'm contacting their boss. I'm contacting the office above. I'm going above their heads. I told them straight up. And they keep saying, oh, no, you gotta go, you gotta get this, you gotta get that, you gotta go and contact the supervisor in the little branch, in the little office. Hell no. Because that right there makes me feel trapped. It makes me feel like you're just gonna be pushed around. You're caught in a circle where you could just be told anything and they all gonna agree with each other. I can't stand helplessness. And I'm telling you guys right now, because I was just crying, like, as I told you, I was crying, like, because my father got very sick from a surgery he didn't even need to have, and now he's very sick from it. And it's just like, you know, what are you supposed to do when you've done everything that you possibly can and you don't have any other routes to take? What else can you do? I pray to God everything's gonna be all right, but yo, this none of this stuff wasn't ever supposed to happen. Yeah. Bye, guys.